Welcome, beautiful souls. And just take a moment to settle into the energy, watching the smoke, listening to my voice. Grounding in. Now, I've been tuning into the energy for about, an hour or so, and there's definitely an energy of chaos going on. Once I start tuning into the energy, things that happen to me are sort of revealed as aspects of the energy around us right now. And right now, I believe it is really astrological energy. 111 on the timer, which is, for me, an angelic take notice. Like, take notice to this right now. I've just recently subscribed to an astrologer. I think it's Aubrey Stars. And it was interesting because after yesterday's reading that really, it had me worried. I was like, who dis? Who is this in my world? This is, I was a bit worried about it. And so I hope you weren't too worried as well, because it's important to take guidance with a grain of salt. And also the energy it's almost like an eruption kind of thing, like something kind of comes out of nowhere. And that person is being triggered by the astrology that is described by this astrologer. I'll put in the link in the description. Leading to clarity. I'm also getting that 111 energy with this Ace of Swords. This is important to take notice and check in, because when something kind of, cosmically, someone is being affected by external influences of the planets and energies around them, it's important to take a detached view with our Ace of Swords. We see the lightning strikes coming in, but our Ace of Swords here, it's like almost like your spine, your central pillar is strong. You know what is true with our infinity symbol, kind of rainbow snake. You understand that this is a part of life cycles. There's chaos, there's destruction, there's creation, there's nurturance. We live in a wild world of these energies, but they are a cycle. And so there's an energy of detaching, even when we're being affected by, someone's actions or something that is happening around us. Just taking that detached view of trying not to get caught up in the drama, because this person or this, other people are getting caught up. Stuff is kind of blowing up from the depths of them, and then it kind of passes, and then those people will be left to repair. I even had that just with kind of repairing my nail polish after working yesterday. And then it was just the repair job didn't look good. But, so it's this kind of thing. And there's an energy of, potentially something happening, you feel like you missed an opportunity, or it's just quite chaotic. Things happening unexpectedly, sort of being kind of caught off guard a little bit. So this is simply guidance to understand that this is a larger energy that is around us right now. And, we never want to be triggered by that energy. And act in a way that is unbecoming. And so if someone in your world does, let's just take a moment to feel compassion for them, because they're allowing themselves to be swayed by external forces. I don't know what this stone is, but actually this is a crystal that was generously given to me by my child, my oldest child. I'm getting like clouds in the coffee. I know that that song is like a great song, actually. Clouds in my coffee. But it's sort of like these things bubble up, if you see. Like your life is golden, everything is, you know, you've got your healthy relationships, your job, your purpose, your hobbies, and then it's like these things bubble up. Probably from someone else or other people. So it's this energy of refined detachment. You know, this is high level spiritual skill set. Being able to recognize that, you know, something is happening outside of you and you don't need to get caught up in it. You can, you know, you can hold your spine strong. You can hold your ground and know that this too will pass. Let's see what these are. The shield. You need to defend yourself. That's this energy of the spine, being strong in yourself, being centered, being grounded. That would be a really nice sort of guided meditation to do, actually, as a grounding exercise, getting that, you know, energetic root system deep into the womb of Mother Earth. Here we are with carnelian, bringing in dragon energy, dragon's blood here. Oh yeah, bringing in those strong protectors as well. Once you connect with dragon energy, they're very elemental and they're very protective, and you know they are doing their own thing. But should you befriend, you know, dragon energy and ask for protection, ask for help, they will come through. They will come through. It's very like a loyal energy with them that I think we've had like dragon dog, white dragon dog energy come through as a spirit guide. They're very loyal, like a, you know, a dog and its human friend. A very loyal, loving, strong energy. Interesting. This bat, here's our bat again. In reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like this is seeing things as they truly are. Just really, yeah, grounding, protecting, asking for protection from the dragons or from your ancestors or from your spirit guides or guardian angels, whatever feels right for you. But, you know, this is a deep earth magic channel. There's definitely... you know, we're elemental here, we're shamanic, we're Papatuanuku, we're Mother Earth, we're Gaia. You know, as it Ranginui, the Sky Father, you know, we're in the elements. So, you know, like embrace it because they're very powerful. Obsidian. Even interesting that this I, whenever I... receive, and I've got my healing stones here from anything like a shell or a stone from a place in nature, I am either implicitly or explicitly asking if, you know, this is for me from the spirit of the land. Quite often that guardian spirit of the land is a dragon energy. Yeah, in my experience, always say hello. I always like thank. I sort of skip hello and I'm like, oh, thank you for, you know, thank you for having me in your home, because they live in a certain place, they live in a certain area. And I have been like hella protected by the guardian spirit of the land, you know, in two different situations. And that was really just from being polite, like acknowledging that I am coming into their home and, you know, thank you for having me, and being respectful. And I never take anything that I feel is not gifted to me. So interesting that, you know, my talking has gone here, because that's what, not these ones, oh, this one is obsidian. But these are healing stones that are gifted to me from a particular beach in Aotearoa. And these obsidian is from a particular river. And this, way back in the day, Taupo, which is right in the middle of Te Ika a Maui, the North Island of New Zealand, of Aotearoa, it was a massive volcanic eruption that blew up. And this here is the result of that. Like, this obsidian is what was created and found by me like many, many hundreds of kilometers away, 1111 on the timer. So this is also like leading into this energy of some sort of blow up, you know, that has far-reaching consequences here. Like, you know, where these have been gathered from so far away from the epicenter of the volcanic eruption. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be getting caught up in that and reacting to that and acting from that energy of kind of chaos erupting. I don't know. Well, it's like you being able to detach and see the truth, Ace of Swords, of what is occurring, and stand up for yourself, for sure. The shield here, grounding, connecting with those dragon energies, asking for protection. And it'll be interesting, like, they will come. You know, if you get settled, if you get grounded, a very grounded energy, and you ask, like, how would you word it? Obviously, it'll be up to you. But perhaps sort of just even like saying like hello, like, you know, I'd like to connect with dragon energy. Is there a dragon energy here, or a, you know, guardian spirit of the land here who can support me at this time, who can protect me at this time? And you'll feel it. You'll feel it in the air. Let's see what this one is. Peacock, beware of great pride. You know, I mean, I love the peacock, and I don't often read those words, but it's sort of like a kind of bombastic energy with the eruption energy and this sort of chaotic energy. Like, I do feel like it will be quite big. This, you know, people's behavior could be quite big, quite unusual. Like, you know, it's just quite like it's very present. But you will see the forest for the trees here. And now you've ended up with the two obsidians underneath these two, where it's like, I see you. I see where this is coming from. I protect myself from it. You know, I'm not going to get caught up in what is coming up from the depths of you. Yeah, wow. Very like helpful, very practical energy here. I don't know what the clouds in the coffee is. Interesting that these are all, we're not going to take those. Yeah. It's all coming up from the shadow here. We'll pop that one there. And what was this one? The desert. Look at it like rising up out of nowhere. So this is simply a heads up from your spirit team, and definitely the dragon folk who are a part of the sort of fae, otherworldly, beyond the veil energy. kind of wonder if this was some sort of dragon's eye or... I feel like that was something like that. Interesting. Well, you're definitely being protected. There are eyes on you from the spirit world. They are actively protecting you at this time in quite like a big, bold way with Peacock as well. Interesting. Now, what did come through in, look at all this mixed up energy of the shapeshifter. Like, I love shapeshifter energy, but I don't like this card. I don't like it at all. It's very mixed up and messy to me. Whereas shape-shifting is very clean, very clear, very grounded. You know, it's very conscious, it's very intentional. Yeah, so there is this, definitely this chaotic mixed up energy around. However, it's all going to work out well. Underneath our reversed hanged man was these two. 9 of Swords, worry and fear, and our King of Cups. And this, I mean, this is almost like guidance to me, because after yesterday's reading, I was like, you know, I felt quite worried about that. I was like, what is this? Like, who is this? What is going to happen here? The way through is actually this high-level emotional maturity, and I'm getting emotional security, that self-esteem, that self-worth, that knowing that everything is going to be fine. Everything always works out for you, no matter what, you know, rain clouds come along. It's this very centered, very heart-centered, self-loving and self-honoring energy here. That is what is going to help any kind of worries or concerns about this quite chaotic energy that's just in the air. I'm not saying it's definitely going to affect you or people in your world, but it's definitely in the air. And noticing my matches, and it's lighting, you know, it's lighting fires. It's lighting fires. That's the energy that's around. So the way to ease any worry or concern is to rest in your heart. Rest in like the knowing of who you are and your own grace. You know, we have our black swan here. Your own sense of purpose, your own sense of like self-respect, mana, honor, like just your own standing. In the spiritual world as well, like you are seen and you are protected, and the reason for that is you are highly valued. Highly valued. I feel like very strong protective energy, like tingles from this. Like you are seen, you are honored, you are valued. Like your strengths and your spiritual capabilities are like honored in Beyond the Veil. So rest in that. Rest in that energy and glide over. You know, we think of the swan is on the water, gracefully gliding over whatever is going on underneath. Gliding over, even that this card was over the anxiety, over the worry and the fear. And rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I love this rainbow after the storm energy. We'll close out this message here. It's this very, like it's going to be okay. You are highly protected. You are able, you know, you have the skills to rise above and sort of float over whatever and if any kind of chaotic energy kind of blows up in your world. You know, could be with anyone. It's all going to work out well for you. Rainbow, we think in the sky as well. Think about like rainbow dragon, like you're being on like on a rainbow magic carpet. If you detach yourself from whatever this is that's coming up in your world, you will just glide over it. and then you'll land, and then it's really up to, you know, anyone that's been affected by this energy to start, you know, the reparation to try to like make things better. But you will be like unbothered, unaffected, unbothered, highly protected through this energy of detachment. Okay, I'm going to leave this message here, and I will see you next time.